Hello and welcome to glennzb TV, the show that puts glennzb into your virtual headset. I'm bringing New Zealand to the world. And the world to New Zealand. And you really have to wonder what's happened with Spain. And I've got a theory. So it's to do with so that's our man, President of Catalonia, Carles Puigdemont, or something. Anyway, is that real? Is that here real? Is it? And if it is, why is it? But my theory is, because here he is sitting with the rest of his cabinet before his big speech today, where he sort of said they kind of would like to be independent, please. Can we start talking about it? Which wasn't quite as dramatic as what we were all waiting for. But anyway, so what I'm thinking is this guy's here ran into that guy's, and then all of it sort of went off to this guy's and ended up on that guy's head. That's basically the here state of affairs in Spain. Hey, talk about Groundhog Day. So I hear this article on our news this morning. The effect of alcohol advertising on kids is prompting calls for booze sales to be banned in supermarkets, which is just stupid. But anyway, new research from Otago and Auckland universities has found children aged between blah, blah, blah exposed to alcohol marketing in supermarkets, blah, blah, blah. The study saw 168 children between aged between 11 and 13 wear cameras on their necks for 4 days. And I'm thinking, where have I heard this story before? So I looked at yesterday's stories. Health professionals say they're very surprised to discover children are being subjected to 27 junk food ads every day. The joint research by Otago and Auckland universities had children wearing cameras on their necks for 4 days to gather the information. So basically, I wonder what tomorrow's story out of this same research is going to be. Children exposed to more bullying than ever before. Children are a bit useless. I don't really think just because you go into a supermarket and you see a picture of a bear, all kids care about when they go to the supermarket is chips and chocolate, in my experience. Oh, that goes back to the junk food thing, doesn't it? Anyway, don't take your kids to the supermarket. That's the lesson to be learned there. It's always a bad idea. Lock him in the car like a dog. We had this guy on today, Colin Wilson. He's won an award. Now the award itself it's not. I would say it's not that cool. It's kind of uncool. Because the award is the Royal Society's Rutherford Medal, which is New Zealand's sort of top science prize. Bit nerdy. But the thing that he has won it for is his work on explosive supervolcanoes. Come on. We asked him what the difference is between a supervolcano and a normal volcano, and he basically said they're super. He made a sort of a strange comparison between Muhammad Ali and his 12-year-old son being in the same ring, and didn't quite understand that because volcanoes don't really fight each other except in Maori mythology, and then they carve out the Whanganui River. It could be a costly mistake. Speaking of locking dogs in cars, don't take your dog to Egmont National Park because apparently this area is home to around 100 blue duck, otherwise known as Whio. And there's only an estimated 3,000 left of these in the world. And anyone caught bringing a dog into the park or even leaving their dog in the car could receive a fine of up to $100. I thought, geez, that's a bit steep. But then I didn't read it properly. Up to $100,000. Far out. It's not really worth it, is it? Man, oh man. I'm assuming that they're worried that the dogs are going to eat the birds. Is that something that happens? Do dogs really go around eating birds? I like to chase them. Anyway. But actually, speaking of stupid birds, yesterday we told you about the Bird of the Year competition. I thought I'd update you with how the voting's going. Kia is well out in front at the moment. 1,708 votes so far. Doesn't seem like that many. But 1,000 votes behind is the Kiriru, which always does well in the competition. But in third place, now this was interesting, the Hihi. It's only garnered 346 votes so far, but I thought, the Hihi. Do I know what the Hihi is? That's the Hihi there. It's also known as the stitch bird. The Hihi. So a bit like the blue duck, which is also known as the Fio. The stitch bird has a stupid name as well. Have I been a bit racist about the bird names today? Or is it just that we don't know what these birds are called? To be honest, I didn't even know what a stitched bird looked like. But that's it there. I am Glenn ZB. Early days yet, I think, in the Bird of the Year competition. So it'll all depend on which one Winston decides to go with in the end, I think. I am Glenn ZB. Thank you so much for having me in your virtual headset. I'll see you back here again tomorrow.